Hello Cara crew, this video is about pumping out the waste. We're over at Hall's Crossing Waste Station. Notice that we have the water hose run through this side window and it is manned inside by somebody, and we're getting ready to set the fitting for the waste pump out. Here on the port side of the Cara is the waste pump out fitting, as well as one of the two freshwater fittings. We're not going to do those at the same time. We'll do first waste, then water, so we can avoid accidental cross-contamination. Using the key, we're going to remove the waste cap and put on the waste fitting. This is a new one with a seal, works pretty good. This fitting can be found in the black box on the bridge console. Bring the fitting down and clip up the dog ears. Before we start running the pump, we need to add water to the tank inside. Here we are inside the Cara. You can see that we've run the hose through and we're using tarps. And this hose is going to be continuously manned by somebody. We never leave this unattended. So we have the pump switch off so that it's not pumping water at the same time. The most important thing here is that that toilet be left open at all times so that air can get in. We do not want to suck the tank dry and collapse the tank. We have somebody inside manning the toilet, making sure that that end is taken care of, that the valve is open. We're going to start the button, push the button, and open the valve. Now we're going to maintain, watch, and make sure that everything is working properly. And this takes quite a while, just be patient. And then again, like I said before, refill the tank with water, flush it all out, cycle this twice so that we don't have any odors or any debris left in the tank for our next week's users. You may have to activate the switch more than once to completely empty the holding tank. And if you're not sure how to use the system, there are instructions over on the pump out building. In addition to looking down through the toilet, if you come to the hold and hold a flashlight against the tank, it's translucent, and someone upstairs looking down can tell you when the flashlight seems to go below the liquid level or the waste level, so you have an idea of when that tank is actually empty.
Yeah, really.
We're now filling the tank a second time, going through the whole cycle one more time to make sure we have everything out of there so it's nice and clean for the next users. Okay, we've finished completing 2 full cycles and we're ready to remove the hose. All we have to do is flip those dog ears down, remove that. We're going to go rinse it, and then we screw that in and tighten it down with dealio on the key. We just take that fitting, put it back in the bag, put it in the black box on the console. Last, and one of the most important things, is that you put chemical in there. Put in about 1/4 of a gallon of chemical, and then mark the jug when you're done so people know how much chemical is left in there. We've found that it's important to use the good stuff. The cheap stuff just doesn't really work for us, so don't skimp on the chemical. Then add a little water. You can either use the hose or a bucket, or you can even use the pump, the toilet pump, to add about 1 gallon of water. This is the port for the front holding tank. Most groups don't use it because it's so difficult to empty, but we'll show you how to do that anyways.
Go.
Here we are at the forward hatch, and it's important that you open this cock right there when you're emptying the holding tank. If you don't, you will collapse the tank and it will be a big mess. You can also fill through this port. You have to bring the hose down through the side cutty and down into the holding area. So it's difficult, and we choose not to use it. But if you do, please make sure you get this cleaned out well. Some groups choose to just use this for urine and not for solid waste. Last thing you'll want to do is turn the Lake Powell water switch back on so people can use the water system. That's all you need to know about flushing and filling the toilet and keeping things clean for the rest of our partners. Thanks.